Okay, what's up, book nerds, specifically science fiction and fantasy book nerds? We have an exciting video for you today and a little bit of a unique video for Phantology. So I'm Steven, I'm joined by Jason and Dan, two of our more outspoken Discord Phantology community members who have agreed to come on and do an unboxing video. So Dan has become the lucky recipient of 30, is it, boxes of science fiction and fantasy books. And let everyone know, like, what's going on here? What are we doing, Dan?
So, unfortunately, I'm really light on info. I keep talking to my wife as I look at these boxes. I keep thinking, who was this guy? I don't know anything about him except that he died, and no one wanted his books. And there was a lady who knows my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law's like, "Well, my son-in-law loves fantasy and sci-fi, so here we go." Logistically, it's been challenging because it's in a town that's like 120 miles from me by air or boat. You can't drive there, so I can't just zip down and get them. And then, so I have 9 boxes in the house now, and the rest are still in that town. There's 3 more in that town, and the rest are in Arizona. So there's something like 20 more boxes in Arizona. No clue what's in them. Yeah, that's the story. That's the whole
So,
story. It's very strange.
bit of a modern day treasure hunt through this mysterious benefactor's will, then,
Yeah, pretty
is the
much.
summary.
Yeah, I keep every time I open one, I say a little prayer to the fantasy and sci-fi gods that's full of subpress and folio society. Uh, Thus far, I haven't found anything. So
But maybe this is the box.
you never know. You just don't know. They're just blank boxes.
This is a lot of fun. You get some really neat treasures, or well, anyway, even if they're not treasures, they're probably some really fun books. So we'll see.
For sure. More than I'll probably ever be able to read in my lifetime, especially if I want to read what I want to read.
Yeah, sure. There's
And
always
we're
more stuff coming out.
and we're
Yeah.
definitely going to be relying on Jason's expertise here. I'd say out of the people on our Discord, you if you're not the top expert on some of these older books, you're one of them. So I'm excited to hear your knowledge on whatever books, whatever treasure or trash we get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I started reading fantasy in '82, so um, I've been reading for a while.
Yeah, you're definitely you're like the resident expert that I'll refer everyone to. Oh, I've never heard of this one. Well, that's this guy. He seems to know them all. He's read obscure old ones more than me, and I feel like I kind of know a lot more than a lot of the people on Discord as well.
Okay, well let's get to it. So we'll try not to make this video too long. We'll see how many boxes we get through, but I feel
Uh,
like we're ready. No reason to
I,
delay any longer, right?
All right, I'm going to clear my table off. I'm going to try blitzing through them because no doubt there will be a bunch none of us know, and we'll just set it aside because we just don't know it and we don't have anything to say about it. Okay.
Sounds good.
All
We'll see. If I know like 5 to 10% of what's coming out of these boxes, I'm gonna feel like it's a success for me.
right. All right. Here we go. Here's the boxes. This is box number 1. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this to my table one-handed. All right. Here we go. Rock and roll. All right. Okay. Here's the top. Stephen
Okay.
King.
Classic Stephen King there.
Yeah, old school Stephen King. No idea.
Ah, cool.
Again, if nobody chimes in, I'm just going to move on because we got a lot of
Yeah.
books to go through.
Ooh. I
Stephen
mean,
Baxter,
the
very
style
well
of
known.
the style of the covers at least looks exciting, but yeah, none of these are really jumping out of me thus far.
Yeah, we'll get the stuff eventually. I'm sure.
Yeah, some are older and some are newer. That's for sure.
Hmm.
Mercedes Lackey, she's a really good author.
Yeah, very prolific. One of those authors you always see in the bookstores. Oh, check it out. You know this one, Stephen.
Ah, okay. This is one. Yes, I've read this one a few times.
This is my current read in real time. No, this is
Oh.
one I just finished. I'm on Lord of Chaos. Yeah, I just finished that the other day.
If
There's
only
another
you'd had
one.
it.
There's another one you might know.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I haven't read any good kind, but I know who he is, obviously.
I have
Yeah.
read this one. I went through books like 1 through 6 of the Sword of Truth before I fell off the wagon because there's like 15 of the dumb things. I remember this one being really cool, actually. All right. Don't know him.
Hmm.
No, there's a lot of
Dude, this collection is really eclectic.
that's cool. Yeah. Lois but McMaster Bujold, she's a really good author. You'll like that one.
Yeah? What's his style? The writing style?
Um
About this.
So you've read these. You've read a few of these already, then, Jason.
yeah, but I haven't read this one, so I can't comment on that story, but
Okay.
Some of these feel brand new, even though they're a little creased on the spines.
yeah, very gentle reader.
Yeah, but some of them are like a few of the paperbacks. Because I've already opened 2 of these a couple days ago, and they feel brand new.
They look like they've been. I mean, the majority of these have indeed been read.
Oh
So
yeah,
this guy's not just collecting and holding on to them. He's reading them as intended.
yeah, dude he's read so many books. It's crazy. Oh, Black Hole. I didn't realize I had that one.
Oh,
The Black Hole is
wow.
cool.
The movie edition of it too. That's the reprint with the movie poster on the cover.
How old is this? Am I not dating myself by not
Um,
knowing?
it's a
The
real
black
old sci-fi.
the black hole is around 80 or 81. The movie.
Oh, let's find out about this book real quick for fun. Um, I have noticed with these books that most of them are really old. I think the newest one I found is like the 2008,
All right.
79,
79.
Walt Disney Productions.
Yep. Yeah, the original book is by Alan Dean Foster, and he's written a lot of good stories. He's the guy who wrote Alien. He wrote the Star Wars books, after the movies came out. Yeah, he's a really good author. Gordon Art Dixon is also a very popular author from that time,
Yeah, there's a bunch of books in there by him.
70s and 80s.
There's a Star Wars novel.
Ah, speak of the devil. There it is.
Oh, by Stackpool. I like a lot of his stuff. He wrote for a lot of properties. He didn't write a lot of original works, but he wrote like for BattleTech, and he might even written a couple Dragonlance novels.
Okay. Now we have
You have the rest of that series by Christopher Rowley.
Wasn't this mentioned on the Discord a little while ago?
that cover looks really familiar.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Maybe it was just someone posting a funny fantasy book cover.
I thought somebody had posted it because they're like, hey, remember those weird old novels we used to read because we were kids? And this was one of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting. It is like a treasure hunt. All right, let's just look down into this and we'll move on to the next one. We've got
what are we seeing here?
Those are Terry Brooks's comedy books.
Yep,
fantasy comedies.
This one is well known.
Oh, I've seen this one, but I think I saw a tweet from Legendarium Podcast about this book.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember what they were saying.
That, actually,
yeah.
Here's a book I didn't like.
Oh, I have heard of these are the Alvin Maker books, right?
Yeah, they're super weird.
I think a lot of the other Phantology guys have read the Alvin Makers, and they read them back in high school. They're always trying to get me to read them. I never did, but okay. Super weird is the review.
Well, I don't like it based on theological reasons. I don't like what the author did concerning certain things in the Bible. It just bothers me. But that's a personal gripe.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of Shannara books in here. I won't dig them out, but we got.
Yep, you got a John Ringo book. He's been writing for a long time as well.
Ooh, James Clemens. Isn't that the pen name? Isn't that James Rollins' pen name? I think it might be.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, that's a lot of books here.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
that I'm not familiar with.
Our resident expert has no idea.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I started reading in the 80s, so
yeah, some of these are probably a bit older than you.
These are before. Well,
I guess that makes you realize how many books there are to be read. The list never gets any shorter.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So box one.
Box number one is done. We're probably only going to get through a couple of boxes. Hopefully we hit something that sparks a conversation. Otherwise, this is going to be a real crummy video.
Okay, here we go. First one. Devlin's Honor.
Part of the series, I believe. Book 2.
Wonder how many completed series you're going to have when all this is over.
I don't know. That was one of the things I was told before I got the boxes, that the guy liked to complete sets. So in one of the first boxes, I got a bunch of nice hardback Orson Scott Card. I got Ender's Shadow and several others.
Okay, Saberhagen. He's written a lot of sword fantasy, sword wielder books, although this is his sci-fi series here.
Yeah, this weirded me out because I have here. If we take a little trip over to my bookshelf, I have this one.
Yep, the Swords trilogy,
which is supposed to be really good. I haven't read it. I got that from my brother. Someday.
Hey, I see Jim Butcher down there. I know him.
Yep.
Oh yeah. This is the has a few hardbacks in it.
Oh, it's a Hyperion in there too.
Mostly paperback so far in the collection. Chris Bunch is really well known. He's written a lot of good stuff.
I'll take your word for it. Man, now I'm feeling like a complete. I feel like I'm totally out of my depth here. What am I doing?
I'm telling you,
running a channel where I'm supposed to know these things.
I know, it's overwhelming. It really is.
The Rune Lords. I've heard of those. I think Sanderson said those were an inspiration of his.
Oh, no kidding! I actually have the first 2 on my shelf. There we go. I'm actually really excited. I'm getting Hyperion books.
Okay,
yep.
this I've heard of.
Because somebody on the Discord is all over the moon about him. Got me excited.
Yeah, I know.
Masters. You got a good one there. Master of 5 Magics.
Yeah,
that's a fun story, right? So the main the hero is a nobody. He wants to marry the princess. So he goes off to do all these amazing things to try to get the princess's attention, and through bad luck and through scheming of others, the other people get the credit, and he has to try again each time, trying to get the princess's attention. It's a very fun story.
Okay.
1980.
I like a good romance and fantasy.
Yep. So that one's funny. And then there's Clemens there. James Clemens.
Is that the same one we were just talking about? James Clemens?
No. Well, maybe it is the same author. Yeah. I haven't read that other book, but this series, this is series. Yeah, it's called The God Slayer. It's basically about the he's like the author is like a physician, so he wrote a fantasy book about the 7 bodily humors. You know, sweat and blood and bile, and
Okay.
it's a really interesting. It's a little bit gross, but it's kind of
I've actually read. I have read the first one of these, and I
okay.
believe this is the author I was talking about earlier. That
Okay.
is
Yep.
James Rollins' pen name. I
Oh,
think that's
okay.
James Rollins.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. This is his only foray into fantasy, and you're right. It's really weird and a little gross. All right, let's not actually dig these out. Let's try to.
Okay. Well, these are okay. These are some names that we know, at least that I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
let's
So
do
we've
this.
got
No, I like CJ's books. She's a really good author. Done a couple there.
This
such
one,
a
I look forward to this one. I've read the first Ring World. It's very unique. It's like the video game Halo.
Yep.
okay.
It's a
I
little
read.
like that, actually.
Yep. I read
Pretty
Ringworld
cool.
and
Pretty cool
Ringworld
sci-fi.
Engineers. I haven't read that one yet. That'll be
Yeah, I'm
fun.
looking forward to that one. It'll be cool. And then here's your this one's for you, Stephen. This is where you come in.
Yes. Haha. This is such a random Dresden. I mean, Proven Guilty is one of my. I like all the Dresden Files. This is one that I'm not as much of a fan of. So,
Oh,
Come on,
really?
you don't like SplatterCon? This is the
com-
one with SplatterCon, right?
yeah, yeah, but
Oh,
just com- comparatively, there's so many other better ones.
This one, I'm really happy I got this. This is super cool. I love how old it is.
Is that this is a hardback? Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
this
yeah.
is a hardback. Let's see. Let's see what's the age on this thing. It's like a first printing, 1981.
What does fifth impression mean on there? Is that the name of
Oh, maybe it's a
the
fifth printing.
5th printing, yeah. It should be like the 5th printing.
Okay, I was gonna say 81 seemed a little late.
is
Yeah.
that signed by
That is
Herbert or is that signed by
signed by the author, or not the author, the owner,
the
the guy
owner?
I got. Yeah, the guy I got the books from.
Okay.
Guy who
Yeah.
passed in '82. Isn't that weird? That's a weird thing. I would never sign a brand new hardback on
I
an
assume
inside
it's
cover.
just he's logging when he bought them, right? I'm sure
Uh,
that's when he bought them. There's
yeah.
there's a Feist book there, a later Rift World saga book there, Into the Dark Realm.
How many Rift Worlds are there?
There's quite a few. There's the original main series of 4, and then I don't know, somewhere it's like 10 or so. I don't know. It's quite a bit.
This one's cool because this is 69, pretty darn old.
Yeah,
I love my old random books.
I read the first Dune last year. Have not continued with the rest of the series yet, but maybe one day. We'll see if the
Also,
movie
something a little unfortunate about this. Just recently at a used bookstore, I ended up.
the same.
It looks like the same edition too.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah. It looks like the one in the box is a little nicer condition though, so at least you upgraded there.
Yeah. If it's nicer, I'll swap them out. I am currently, because as a catalyst from these books, I am constructing a humongous bookshelf upstairs in my house, just so I can house more books. I had reached kind of a good homeostasis of books. Of course, there's always a few hanging around where I don't want them to hang around, but now I have like 500 more books coming to my house, and I got to do something with them. So off we go, building a bookshelf.
Yeah, are you gonna keep all 500? Is there a plan to donate any, or what are you thinking?
The stipulation for me taking them is that I keep them together in a set, and I'm nice to them. So I don't know how long the statute of limitations is on a random old collection of books, but I have to keep them for a while at least before I start getting rid of them.
Nice.
Because trust me, there's a couple humdingers that I don't think I'm going to keep for too terribly long.
Yeah,
I'll keep a lot of these because I don't know any of them, and just because I don't know them, they're worth keeping just so I can look at them later.
You'll have to start the local library chapter for science fiction and fantasy.
Yeah, it's crazy town. Okay, let's see if I can get this off my table one arm.
Well, in interest of not making a video that's terribly long and people think is boring, let's call it there. So 2 boxes. Let us know if you're watching, if you want to see more, and maybe by the time this is out, maybe the books might have been completely unboxed. So we might just have to get some pictures or like a complete catalog of what Dan has received. But I guess we'll have to get a final tally on what percentage I actually know. I probably
it's wild, dude.
Yeah, I probably embarrassed myself and lost all credibility after this video, but
that's all right. We got
at least our eyes are open to the amount of variety out there, right?
And you got one good gem. You got one good gem for sure. The Master of Five Magics. That's a fun book. You're gonna enjoy that one.
Yeah, man. Well, maybe off your recommendation, I'll have to make that the next one for our podcast that has only had 5 episodes in the past 2 years because I'm busy. But my wife and I routinely read books together out loud. So right now we're reading a Will White book out loud. We're like 70% through. But maybe I'll make that the next one and we'll do a podcast on it. Good idea.
Nice. We will definitely plug that on Phantology when it comes out. Nice. Well, if you want to hear how the collection ended up, then hop on our Discord. I think the Phantology Discord is the best place to get the complete rundown, and you can talk with myself and Jason and Dan and a lot of other really passionate science fiction fantasy fans. It's kind of a smaller community, but a fun community. There's a lot of different conversations, so hop on there. Links will be in the episode description, probably in this video as well. So definitely don't miss that. And thanks for tuning in. I guess. Yeah. Thank you, Dan, for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. This has been really fun, and I'll probably get through all these books, and hopefully they'll be on the shelf, and there will be pictures and all kinds of stuff before the next shipment comes in. Then we'll do another video.
Sounds good. And thank
you,
Jason.
Sub press.
Yeah. Good luck there.
I know, right? All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thanks, Jason, for being our expert.
Oh, well, I don't know about expert, but it was fun. There's some old good memories in there. So.
Well, we'll go through more books. Maybe you and I need to talk about more books because I got more to go through. I need help. Help me.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Phantology. If you'd like to let us know your opinions on all things sci-fi and fantasy, join our Discord. Invites are in the episode descriptions below. If you'd like to support the show, like these fine folks here, you can do that at patreon.com/phantology_books. Patrons get early access to new episodes, exclusive postings, and exclusive Discord benefits. But of course, just listening and watching and sharing with your friends and family is support enough. Journey before destination all.